Hello, my friends. So today I get to create a layout for Shimmerz, and I'm very excited. I'm working through like the new goodies I want to use, goodies I just had, colors I have not used recently, all that kind of stuff. So let me show you my photo first, and you'll see where I grab the colors from. All right, this is my son's new business photo. So he is wearing a gray suit, and it has kind of a deep wine color check in it. Lovely, great, very masculine looking photo, you know, blurred out globes and whatnot in the back of that. Great. So from here, I went hunting along to find one of my newer collections, my new collections, to see what had the same kind of vibe. And this is working, my Heidi Swapp Carefree collection. I have the project pad. I don't have a lot. And I have 2 packs of the handy dandy tags. Great. So, I mean, these are great little add-ons like this. You're one of a kind, lovely color match for my photos. Awesome. So, in this handy dandy project pad, I of course have scraps because I've already gotten into it, but there are these absolutely stunning stickers in here. And yeah, I have, two different ones. I mean, I have photo corners, I have all kinds of things. So that's enough to be able to do die cut stuff with. Let's see, what else is in here? Oh, these are these like word cutouts. So it says, kind people are my kind of people. It's a good day to have a good day. This is happiness, you know, hey, all that kind of stuff. So there's these things that I might use at some point to, to use as stencils, who knows? So then next, what I decided to do is pull out my lovely Shimmerz paints. So what I've come up with is I have Vibes in Blushing Bride, gorgeous color. I have a Colorings in Moody Mauve. Now my Vibes it's an iridescent watercolor kind of like paint. And I mean, I'm gonna get some really nice shimmer. Now my Colorings, it's super pigmented, right? And let's see, water-based spray, yada, 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 yada. Okay, so super kind of cool, like 2 different, dare I say vibes? Okay, 2 different finishes. Then I'm going to bring in a creamies, which this has to be activated with water, as well as my inklings. So I'm going to have 2 of my pots, which I need to get activated right now to get them going as, oh, and the creamies was in Thunderstorm, sorry, which is a gray, and I Love You Onyxly is more of a black. So I'm going to get them kind of activated so they can start doing their magic. I mean, seriously, look at this inklings and you see the shimmer already in there, that I Love You Onyxly. So yeah, just want to get it activated. For some reason, I start with 3 little squirties. That works for me. If I need more, I can add more. Oh, and then when you want your little sweet pots to dry out, just leave them out overnight and they'll do their thing while you're sleeping. It's lovely. Okay, I have all of those goodies. I've got these goodies. Oh, and what I also did, because I don't even know what my plan is yet, and that's fine. I don't always need to know what my plan is. I took a piece of basil marshmallow and rather messily coated it with clear gesso. And I have this gritty clear gesso. I don't love it. Let me see which one it is. And I will show you my little dilemma here. I have clear gesso by Liquitex, and I have a gigantic container. It's a huge honking container. And I just picked up this Finnebear Art Basics. I heard it's really smooth, but I want to use the sheets already coated first before I get to try out this BB. Okay, way too much information. So I just have to trim my little branding strip off of this. Now I'm anticipating getting some pooling and whatnot because I was messy with my gesso, and I think that's kind of fun. I know my photo will be kind of towards this side because my son is facing in this way. Great. So what I think we should do to start is just get my paper a little bit wet, just so the water has somewhere to go. And I want a lot of the mixed media to be surrounding my son. Now, generally if I have a layout like I'm doing here, and I have something like this, I'm going to want some cluster over here as well. So I should pay a little attention to that. I don't even know how it's going to flow. I'm just excited to do it. You know, I want a round paintbrush, and right now I have some flats. Let me get that. I'll be right back. I have these super cheap watercolor paintbrushes. I think the whole pack was under $5, and then I used a coupon at Michael's. I'm talking like cheap. Oh, look at, I mean, it has so many gooey, like marks, not marks, like fall out on the brush. I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah, it's cheap. So let me kind of get some of those shedding pieces off. I don't know. I guess we'll just go with it. All right, so let's see. I want to start by going in with this color right here, this Thunderstorm, because it's just this gorgeous gray. And I added a little bit more water because I want it to be able to move around a little bit without being hampered. So this brush is rather large, like I said, and I know I'm going to have a lot of water going, and which makes me think I also need to fill up my little water jug. What is wrong with me? Okay, let's go in with a little bit of this mauve. I'm going to get my water jug, and I'm going to get all those little pieces off. Don't worry. They're bugging me too. They're just a little bit sticky right now. All right, let me go get that really quick. Maybe I should get a couple magnets to pop this down too. There's lots going on. All right, I'll be right back. So let's go in a little bit with my Blushing Bride. It is gorgeous. We're just going to be doing a little bit of the mixa with these different things. Oh, that's pretty. And I'm going to put a little bit on my board right here too to pick it up so I can place it right where I want it to go. Now it's a little bit pinker than I want in the spray. So that's why I'm going in with my brush and really getting more of a concentration on. And you know, because it's fun too. That's why. There we go. So liking the deeper color. I don't mind the pink at all. Like I have zero problem bringing in pinky shades when it comes to my son, and you know, because quite frankly, he does not care. He just likes what I come up with, which is rather cool. So doing the thing where you drop stuff, you know, your paint mediums just a little bit higher, letting them do their thing. Okay, now what I'd like to do is give my Moody Mauve time to shine a little bit. Let's see, let's go in. Going to do the same thing where I'm going to use some paint on the side and let that start moving around, because it does have a little bit different depth of color and a different finish. And yes, it's a hot mess right now, and I love that it's a hot mess because I get to play with it and just see where it goes. So I'm going to do some nice splatty bits because it's doing a fab job with that. And then I want to go in once again with more of this gorgeous Thunderstorm to get a little bit more depth in it. Oh, it's running. I don't want it to run too much to the side. I want it to run inward a little bit. So it's going to be pointing in a way towards my photo. Those little bits. There we go. Oh, I love the pink and the mauve-y shades. I think that is awesome. A little bit more there. And let's kind of have them all start pooling inwards. So look at those shades. That is awesome. And like I said, I'm going to be using these Heidi Swapp goodies, so I think it's all going to come together really well. And this little brush is shedding like crazy. Tapping a little bit, trying to get the gray color to want to pool in more towards the center. Cute. Lovely. I want to get some of that up on the top too. Don't worry, I'm not ignoring it. Let's get some gray splatty bits here, there, and everywhere for my Thunderstorm color. So this is clearly going to have to dry for a hot minute, and that's fine. I can wait. Not a big deal. Just thought I'd show you the process. All right, I'm going to keep faffing about, and I will show you this when it's dry. Guys, I had to pop on just to show you this I Love You Onyxly color. It is pooling into this like beautiful depth with the thunderstorm, which is why I like to use more than one of a certain color family at a time, and I am digging it. I think I'm going to go hunting for one deeper color of a maroon or a wine as well to bring out my sunsuit just a little bit more, and then I will be back and show you finally when this is dry. All right, my friends, so I did cut this down, my dry mixed media madness, down to 11 by 11. I wanted this Heidi Swapp gray toned paper to really show a lot. I mean, I usually just cut it down by a ½ inch, but I did cut it down by a full inch this time. I gutted it, which I know is tricky since I have a wavy paper, but I figure it'll be okay. We'll work with it. I did want to be able to mat my photo in the same paper. And then I'm going to go through, and this one is like this slightly brownish shade, but I think I can make that work. There's some colors that I'm looking at in this collection. I really like this color right here. It's like the deepest navy. So I think I might bring that in as well. And I'm sure that I have a Vibes in that same color. I don't want to use that creamies right there, not deep sea blue or deep, let me see, hold on. Ooh, that Inklings is nice. So I'm thinking I might be bringing in just one more, but I'm looking at it more as the idea, yeah, Don't Rain on My Parade. That's the one I wanted to use. I was going to bring it in more as like a splatty bits kind of thing. Here it is. So we have a 5th color we're bringing in. Not a big deal. I'm going to do splatty bits with that, I think, at the end of this, because I'm kind of dying to get creating. So let me attach this down. I'm going to map my photo a couple times, and then I need to go through my stickers and see which things kind of work for it. And let's see what else. Oh, I'm going to punch out a couple of little bits and pieces as well with ticket punches to create a little cluster up here, just because I need something kind of nifty up here in this cluster. And then, you know, this with all of this really bold mixed media will be where my son's photo is. Okay, give me a sec. So let's start taking a look at this. I did back my photo in the same gray paper that's in the paper pad. I don't know the name. I just know it's by Heidi Swapp. Then this piece right here, it's from Oxidation. It's an Ella and Viv oxidation paper that I had gotten from my Not Just for Boys Kit Club kit. And I wanted one more layer, so I decided to bring in a little bit of tissue paper. And I have one edge is just a little bit mucky, meaning that one edge is, well, here's the thing with tissue paper. You get a little bit of adhesive and it grabs it. It's really hard to get it off if you're trying to put something on straight. I mean, I'm not like super worried about it being perfectly straight, but I wanted it a little straighter. That's all right. We're gonna have a little ripsy, and only you and I will know. It is fine. We're gonna be able to move on from it. All right, let me try to get this on slightly more evenly, and then I'll pop it down. Just on this side, I was looking for a nice even edge, and then this over here has a torn edge, which I do like. So I should tear this edge a little bit too. There. That makes me happier. And I did double up my tissue paper layers because I wanted it to make sure that you could definitely see it. And yeah, so yeah, and my fancy tissue paper is from the dollar store. So nothing special about it whatsoever. Nope. Okay, so I don't have the ability to put things in a straight line, so I always have to use my T-square ruler. And I'm going to line up my T-square ruler on the photo, not on the tissue paper, because, you know, that is a little bit more slapped down. Now, if I have to, and chances are I'll have to squeeze just a little liquid adhesive behind it, because when I have my mixed media going, things do not appreciate having to stick. Oh, and I did punch out a couple of tickets, both on that oxidation paper as well as the gray, and I have them sitting up there. They just aren't really doing anything yet. I'm just gonna get a nice blob of mixed media. So the next thing I'm gonna do is go through all of these great stickers that I have, as well as my tags, and I'm going to start pulling out goodies. Now I already got into this tag pack, so I'll go there first and then go to the second one. So I will be back once I have some more of my bits and pieces pulled. All right, let's do a check-in. Somehow I brought in some of this green, so I gotta work that in as well. It's this whole sticker here, started making it build like this. Fine, not a big deal. I have a nice little navy blue sticker back here, and it actually reads something with a moon and whatever. Has nothing to do with it. That's fine. I brought in this green because I have green here for a label, and my ticket punch is there. Now, most of you who have been with me for a hot minute know that I just kind of layer and layer and layer and tend to love all of that. So I have things tucked in between layers. It's awesome. I'm digging that. Now this sticker is down, but this one, Be Quiet Blue, is up on a little piece of craft foam. I want to make sure I'm even in frame. And I was going to get this piece put on the photo with my son, and I think I'm going to title this layout Pro because it is his picture for work. So it's his professional photo, which I thought would be a nifty little name. And these alphas, I went digging in some stash, my friends. They're from 2013. They're thickers called Stylist, and they are gray, and they need to make these again. How great is it for a masculine photo? And I have sticky uppy bits. It's okay. We'll work on it. So, in the meantime, I am going to just continue doing what I'm doing. I am layering, I'm putting goodies on, and I am just clearly fighting with Blue, who's bored, so he's being a pain in the tuchus. Ooh, kind of like that there, even though it's with my photo. Okay, I need to put some more stuff over here. I know. All right, I'm going to keep playing along, but I wanted to take you to this point with me. Give me a second. Oh my goodness. So I am loving where this is going. Let me talk you through a little bit. Like this label piece was two different little tiny scraps I had left over from a previous layout, but it looks like a big old chunker, right? I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of navy and white twine that I just had in a color bin hanging out. And I'm trying to see how I might want to do my little, oh my goodness, this isn't a sharp pair of scissors, clearly. How I want to do my little twine end here. There we go. That's what I like to see. Now, because it's in a slightly awkward place, I think I'm going to have it go right under my word hello and kind of hide the tail. There we go. That's kind of fun, and it brings you right to it. They're hanging out. They're buddies. Maybe I'll have it go right around. Okay, for some reason I like that. So let me show you how cute these little dots are from Shimmerz. I used the one that reads hello. I have the heart and this one that reads shine. And it gives this nice little pop of white in my messy, messy, messy little world that I have created here. So wonderful. I have that. I like my title. I like my gray bits. I have this piece is on foam. This is on foam. This is on or dimensional adhesive, however you want to do, say that. So I do have nice bits of dimension here and there. So I was looking at this and it's really messy, right? Super messy. I'm good with messy, which is fine. And then I was like, you know what I want to do? I want to do a little bit of stamping. Now, and I'm thinking like second generation stamping. So I went ahead and found this little stamp that I have here. I should put it closer to the edge because I'm going to try to shove it under a couple of things. I have just this cute little stamp here from, oops, sorry about that. Oh, the poor thing got uncovered. There we go. I have this stamp. It's from the Amy Tangerine Brave and Bold. And I'm just using this kind of little, not kind of, it's like this little tiny smudgy bits. And I'm just going to, like I said, do second generation stamping, which means I stamp it on my ink pad. I'm stamping it off just here on the cover of my little book. So I get a lot less of that ink color. It's not because I don't like it. It's because I'm trying to keep up the messy and still add a little something in a few places. So, and when I saw this particular stamp, I picked it up just for that reason, because I thought it would be really good for just adding little bits in and around my cluster areas. And look at that, it is. So I'm continuing to do that. I get some ink on there, I stamp it off, and I pop it in wherever I think my clusters just could use a little tiny bit of a boost. So this one, let's see. And I have a smaller stamp block as well. All right, so what I'm gonna do next, because I super dig where this has gone. What I'm gonna do next is I'm going to get my, let's see, what did I decide to pick up? Don't Rain on My Parade, which is a deeper navy, but I also want to find a greenish shade. And I'm gonna do splatty bits with it, finish it off, and I'll show you my finished layout.